You let me know when it's time to start. Are we ready to go?
Леш, можно начинать, наверное? Yeah, we are ready.
Hello, everyone. Satnam. Thank you for your patience. We had some technical challenges, but now we're here. So, again, the intention of the class today is for us to explore this interface between stress and trauma and Kundalini Yoga, meditation, and pranayama, and how by learning to self-regulate, which of course yoga and meditation give us, we can metabolize, or we can process more easily the hyperactivation or the hypoactivation, which is freezing. So there are these two extremes, which is very high activation, and the other extreme is very low, which leads to depression and freezing. So by practicing conscious breath and body awareness and also meditation, or disidentifying from catastrophic thoughts and emotions, we can move into what we call the window of tolerance, which is a zone where we can self-regulate. So we'll begin by doing some simple element breaths. I share these with you because they enable us to strengthen our points of contact or points of reference in our body. So we begin with our hands facing the earth like this, yeah? Just mudra of the Pachamama, the Earth Mother, and you breathe in and out through your nose, visualizing a golden yellow color of the earth. In through the nose and out through the nose. And as you do this, become aware of your sits bones. That is the weight of your body on the floor, through your bottom. And another important point of contact, the spine. So bring your awareness to your spinal column, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Long out breath. And now just tuck your chin in a bit like this and raise the back of your skull, so you find your alignment. And we continue breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. The earth gives us stability, gives us grounding. It gives us a feeling of safety in our bodies, of being supported. So if there's any tension in your physical body, or freezing, or pain, simply bring your breath to that area. Relaxing the muscles and you can say, I have this tension or pain and I am not this tension or pain. So we disidentify. Now we go on with the water purification. You can raise your hands, arms up, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. So just gently moving the tips of your finger, simulating rainfall, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Visualizing greenish blue color now. Very calming, soothing color of the water. And you're becoming aware of your muscles and your ligaments and your tendons. The water gives us feeling of flexibility, fluidity, and empathy. So we begin to feel now ourselves, and you can feel yourself feeling me speaking to you, and you can also feel yourself feeling the group, creating our safe container. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you have emotions, there perhaps anxiety or impatience, or just some old heavy feeling in your body that goes back to some difficult relationships or some worries about your life, again, you can identify, I have this feeling of sadness or fear or anger, and I am not this emotion. In through the nose and out through the mouth. So now, breathing in through the mouth, you gather the light of the day, the heat, and bring it up to your heart, and breathe out through your nose, radiating light from your heart center. So again, breathe in through your mouth, and exhale, radiating light from your heart center. You can visualize a reddish orange color of the flames of a fire. And the fire breath is giving us passion, it's giving us courage to face with clarity what is. And this purifies whatever is lingering from the past. Into the mouth. And out to the nose. And in our bodies, it is the rhythm, the heartbeat, and also the pulsation of the blood. And the fire also has to do with our action and our doing. So you can also become aware of any conduct or behavior or habits and declare, I have had this habit and I am not this habit. Or I have had this behavior and I am not this behavior. It's part of my experience. Yeah, but I am not what I do. And now stretch your arms up as if to touch the sky with your fingertips and breathe in and out through the mouth. The lips barely open, visualizing sky blue color. And with the air purification, we widen our perspective and can look at our lives with greater neutrality. The circumstances we see with objectivity. And this gives us detachment, levity, and a sense of humor and playfulness, joy and expansion. So with the air, we begin to approach what is the more subtle, causal realm of our experience, and also the sphere of thinking, of thought forms. So just allow the parade or the movement of thought to pass before your mind's eye, just like clouds in front of the sun, letting the thoughts continue on their way. You can name them thoughts about tomorrow, thoughts yesterday, and I am not these thoughts. And we now with the interface of between the inside of our body and the outside, so our skin and our lungs. You can feel how your skin is very permeable, and the inner and the outer world become much closer. They begin to, in fact, become one with the air. Into the mouth, out to the mouth. And now, hands on your heart center. Very gentle, subtle breath into the nose and out to the nose. And you can visualize all the colors of the rainbow. Breathing in Sat and breathing out Nam. So now you're connecting with the ether and the space between the thoughts. And in that space, you can vibrate with just the breath, very gentle, refined breath in and out the nose. Just a thread of breath. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Satnam. So you can open again your heart center, open your arms and your hands just up to the side like this. And we honor these elemental forces that live in us and around us with a healing prayer. You can repeat with me. Beloved One, Almighty God or Goddess, through the rays of the sun and through the waves of the air and through the all-pervading life in space, purify me and revivify me, heal my body, my heart, and my soul. Satnam. So, thank you all for being here today. I'd like to say a few words about this window of tolerance that I mentioned at the beginning. If this were two parallel lines, there's a natural curve of self-regulation where you're able to integrate the stimulation coming from the environment. You integrate it into your nervous system, into your body, into your mind, into your heart. And of course, we do this through our nervous system, especially, and our self-sensory system, which is this integration of our sensory motor experience, our body, and our felt sense through our emotions and our feelings, and also our cognition, the thinking about what we experience. So of course, this is happening simultaneously and very quickly. And we can understand these different facets of our psyche as the contents of our consciousness. That is, body sensations, feelings, emotions, thoughts, images, memory, and movement. And these are our, what we could call our core organizers. That is, it is through this that we process information. And when the information coming in is coming in faster and even perhaps more intensely than we're able to actually process through these core organizers, feelings, thoughts, emotions, memories, then we go into what we call overwhelm. That is, there's more information entering than we're able to digest and assimilate and integrate. So all that has to do with the information processing. So when we aren't able to process adequately the information that's bombarding us, because we are being bombarded, that is flooded with information, more and more now through all the social media networks of which we're part of, and just the world, of course, as it is, there are many stressors. So all of us, we practice meditation and yoga, so we know that yoga works. It really helps us to process what in our daily lives perhaps we weren't able to adequately process. And meditation, of course, as well, and pranayama and breath facilitates this. And this is very important because our instinctual brain, that is the older part of our brain, which is the more reactive part, the reptilian, which is the brainstem area, where we find the vagus nerve. I mentioned that in the last class. You're probably familiar with this nerve. It is here in the brainstem, coming down through our neck and our cervicals, and then it actually wanders. This is why we call it the vagus as vagar in Spanish. It is to wander, and it wanders through many areas of our body. It actually connects to almost all of our organs, and it's responsible for the parasympathetic function in our autonomic nervous system. That is, it is responsible for the calming and the capacity to regulate the stimulation. And so when we practice yoga and meditation, we're strengthening this capacity to self-regulate, and it happens through this particular nerve. This is why those of us who practice Kundalini, we know that there are many kriyas that alleviate stress in the nervous system. And today I'll be sharing a simple kriya with you for this, because when we do strengthen our parasympathetic system, then what comes to us from the environment is much easier to process and to digest and assimilate. And so we're less likely to be traumatized. Stress is the precursor to trauma. And of course, there are many types of trauma. But just think about the daily natural garden variety, we say in English, just the common stress of daily living. Driving through traffic, and the stress at work, the stress of relationships, now we also have the stress of the confinement, of the physical distancing, and the unknown of what's to come. So, of course, through yoga and meditation, our capacity to assimilate all of this is enhanced. Now, if we're not with the daily, or let's say regular practice, if it's not daily, studies say that three times minimum a week is a good start for strengthening our capacity to self-regulate. However, if we're not doing this, then often our capacity to assimilate the incoming information is very poor, and we can easily become more and more dissociated from our bodies, especially if we have some precondition. That is, we suffered some trauma, like a car accident, or we were faced with very stressful conditions at our home as we grew up, or we were exposed to some kind of terror through violence. These are all the preconditions that make us even more susceptible to dissociation. And I wanted to mention that about this window of tolerance, because if we have had such events in our life, then the window of tolerance is much, much narrower. So we have the tendency to be reactive, and just the very slightest stressors or stimulation can cause undue reaction. That is just explosions. And people that have these preconditions and have inability to self-regulate may also have a very difficult time practicing mindfulness meditation, or even just hatha yoga. And this is why those of us who practice Kundalini or Kriya Yoga, that is yoga with dynamic movement, we know that this is favorable for people that have a very highly aroused nervous system. This is why Kundalini Yoga is very favorable for people that have preconditions of high stress or also trauma. However, that's not to say when you have people in your classes that you don't pay very close attention to be sure that they're not dissociating. And this can happen, even though we have these very dynamic kriyas with movement and mantra and vigorous breath, people can still dissociate. And if that happens, and that's something I want to bring to your attention, then you want to invite them to open their eyes. And we often do have practices with eyes open, but open their eyes and identify objects in the room. They can stomp their feet or stomp their hands. I mean, usually though, with Kriya and Kundalini Yoga, we won't see this so often, although I definitely have, and maybe some of you have as well. If you're teaching a lot, you'll encounter it. So this is an important difference between Kriya and Kundalini Yoga, that have these very dynamic, vigorous movements, than just pure mindfulness practice. Because mindfulness practice, meditation, will often precipitate dissociation, unless there really is guidance for people to stay in touch with their points of contact, which we reviewed at the beginning, when we did the element breaths. So this is something, if you know you have someone in a class that has some difficulty inhabiting the body, they have some precondition, you know, if you're doing an intake form, when you take people into your classes, you can ask them about their trauma history, and then you can monitor more closely how they're doing. Because otherwise, what happens? People abandon the practice. This is something very common. People aren't able to sustain their yoga practice because they're actually encountering frozen parts of themselves that are they're unable to actually move through. Again, Kundalini is very good at unfreezing these parts that are frozen and numb. So this is all so that our window of tolerance widens, and we then are not going way up here into hyperarousal and hyperactivation and reaction, or way down here and into freezing and then just actually with fatigue and low energy and depression. This is often also what prevents people from sustaining their practice, because they have some precondition, so they can't even find the energy to actually get up and do the sadhana or to sustain a daily practice. You'll see this in your trainings, if you're training or teaching, that there will be students, in spite of the guidance and the accompaniment on the path, their preconditions will perhaps prevent them from having the energetic reserve to get up and go. So it's important to have some interview with students, so you know a little bit about them, so you can really support them on their way, so that they don't abandon the practice or abandon the training. I don't know the exact percentage, but I would say it's probably between 50 and 30% of people that initiate yogic practices or meditation practices, they abandon. So we want to support people so that they can stay on the path. That is really the point. So I think that's enough for today. If anyone has a question, I'm happy to take a question about any of this, and then we'll go into the Kriya. Any questions? If not, we'll just go right into it. So I have a lot of sun here on me. I'm looking to put myself where it's not so bright. You can see me. Yeah, okay. Very good. So, is there a question? I saw someone just wrote in. Was that a question? Do you want to speak it out loud, Biam Prem? Can you? Okay. So let's just join our palms together. We'll begin chanting the Adi mantra. Close your eyes, straighten your spine, find your points of contact. Breathe in deep and release. And breathe in deep and we'll begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugat Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugat Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugat Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Inhala, exhala. And with your hands on your ankles, begin spinal flexes. Close your eyes and we just begin warming up our energy, vibrating Sat, inhaling, Nam, exhaling. Hands on knees. And stretching your arms behind your back, Venus Mudra, opening your heart center. And hands on neck. And arms up. Rapid movement. And inhale up. Stretch your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Hold. Mula Bandha. Exhale. And come to rest. Moment. And now chin to your chest and initiate head rolls gently circling your head and breathing in as you circle back. And breathing out as you circle forward. And change direction. And come back to your center point. And you can take a moment just to scan the environment. Just look around the room where you are. Yeah, very good. So we're going to share a kriya today that focuses very much on the adrenal glands, this area of our lower back where we have our kidneys, and these glands are the glands that secrete the stress hormones of adrenaline and cortisol, especially, and a few others. And this is very much part of our instinctual, reactive old brain, the reptilian, and also the midbrain, the mammal brain, which is the limbic system. So you're going to be sitting as you are now, just cross-legged, and I hope you can see me because I've got a huge amount of sun coming into my room right now. Yeah. So you're going to have your hands here, stretch out and open, and come back and strike the base of your hand as you breathe. You breathe in, stretching out, and out as you strike the base of your palm. Yeah. Eyes are closed, and you can begin. In, out. So by doing this, you are already beginning to stimulate your nervous system, and you are also activating meridians related to this area of your lower back. Carry on. One more minute. Now breathe in, stretch your arms, up, apply Mul Bandha. Exhale. Long deep breath. So, very sunny day here. The room is flooded with light. So now you're going to blink your pinkies like this, yeah? Like this. Your thumbs are up, yeah? This is going to create some stretching in your lower back in the area of the adrenal glands. So you're really going to pull, yeah? Pulling on your arms so your pinkies are stretched. And in this posture, sustaining the tension, you're going to begin breath of fire. So breathe in and we begin. If you have your moon cycle, you can do long deep breath. Really pull, 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 pull. Your hands are at the height of your heart, or just at the sternum where the thymus gland is. One more minute. Really, really tense your arms. Powerful breath of fire. Inhale and tense your arms as if to separate your pinkies. Pull, pull, pull. Stretch the tip of your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. Hold. And exhale and relax. So continue in sitting pose. You can have your hands on your knees in Gyamudra. Like this. And now you're going to do cannon breath. Very powerful breath of fire out of the mouth. Your mouth is in an O. Begin. Eyes closed. Again, you're working on the adrenal glands, releasing stress accumulated in your nervous system. Carry on, very powerful cannon breath. Vamos, vamos, vamos. One more minute. Inhale. Hold the breath. Apply Mulban. Contracting genitals, anus. Stretch your tongue up to the roof of your mouth and hold. Breathe in a little bit more and hold. And breathe in a little bit more and hold. Bring your tongue down and you're going to expulse or send the air out with cannon breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pucker up. Fill your cheeks with air and out. De nuevo. Again. Long in breath. Again, breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pucker up the cheeks. and out. And rest, breathing naturally. Close your eyes and just feel the ebb and flow of your energy and the breath. As you create, you're creating new patterns of flow in your nervous system. We naturally activate the sympathetic nervous system, creating some stress through the breath of fire. And then we rest as we breathe long and deep and strengthening our parasympathetic and our capacity of self-soothing, self-regulating, and calming. This is what widens the window of tolerance and enables us to face the world with grace, with levity, with just more temperance, serenity in our nervous system. So now with your left hand stretched up to your back heart, yeah, the height of your heart, yeah, the right hand stretching up forward like this, as if to say stop, yeah, para, yeah, and your eyes are open and you're going to chant har, har. Remember, when you chant har, you're contracting your navel point, the tip of the tongue with each har, har, touches the roof of your mouth. So stretch your right arm out like this. Yeah, left arm, your left hand up to your heart center, palm facing out. Your eyes are quite open. You can fix it on a point. Breathe in to begin the chant. Har is the creative force of the cosmos that vibrates and permeates all creation. So again, breathe in, we begin. Har, 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 har. Breathe in deep. Hold the breath. Contract genitals, anus. Stretch your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. Hold. Exhale and relax. And just allow the breath to find its natural flow, integrating. So you just stay sitting with your hands to your side, next to your waist, and you're going to do body drops. So you're going to lift your body up and then bring your body down, striking the earth with your tailbone. Yeah, you breathe in as you go up and out as you come down. So here we go, like this. Yeah. So you're really feeling this impact of your tailbone on the earth. And begin. Really grounding your energy. Do the best you can. "20 seconds. And last time. And rest, long, deep breath. Really feel how your thoracic area, thorax and the abdomen open and allow more breath, more prana. Feel how your abdomen inflates like a balloon as you breathe in, and as you breathe out through your nose, the abdomen contracts and deflates. And we're going to continue with this long, deep breath. You'll put your left palm facing your heart, and the right is going to push on the left, just there at the wrist, and your left hand will create resistance. So you're going to feel tension again, working the adrenal glands. You look down, your eyes are just slightly open, and just do long, deep breath, this abdominal breath. Your hands are at the height of the sternum or the timon, and begin. So you're pushing with your right and resisting with the left. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, so you're relaxed and also alert. You're feeling the resistance, especially in the wrist, where the pushing happens. And then also the lower back, which is helping to give you the push. Breathing in, Satnam Waheguru. Breathing out, Satnam Waheguru. "20 seconds. And breathe in deep. Push, push and resist. Hold the breath. And relax. So you're going to lie with on your back. And you're going to do some work with the lower back and the pelvis to continue to activate the adrenal glands and the kidneys, yeah? So you're going to lie on your back and you're going to take your ankles and you're going to lift your pelvis as you breathe in. So movement is like this. You have your heels close to your buttocks and you raise up, breathing in and lower your pelvis, breathing out, yeah? Like, yeah, your head stays firm on the earth and you can begin vibrating Sat Inhaling as you go up, exhaling nam down. Thirty seconds. And inhale, stretching up, Mula Bandha, and exhale, going down. So come sitting like this, stretching your legs out, your feet facing up towards the sky, and you're going to stretch out your arms, join your palms. Yeah, your thumbs are also like facing up, and you're going to inhale, stretch forward, and exhale, going back. Again, we're working the area of the adrenals, yeah? Stretch forward, inhaling, and back, exhaling. And begin. And you'll feel the stretch as well on the sciatic nerve, running down the back of your legs, keeping your legs straight. Vibrating Sat, inhaling, and Nam, exhaling. Stretching forward a little bit more each time so you can increase the stretch on your sciatic nerve, the life nerve. 20 seconds. And inhale forward. Hold the moment. Stretch. Stretch a little bit more. Stretch, stretch. Exhale and relax. And now you go into all fours, posture of cat-cow, like this, yeah? Your hands are the width of your shoulders, yeah? And you're going to inhale, stretching out your left leg. You go into cow posture, and then in cat, you bring your knee forward as if to touch your nose. So arching up. In cow, one leg back, and in cat, bring the knee to your nose. And you can begin. Very vigorous movement and breath. Inhale, exhale. Vibrating sat, inhaling, nam, exhaling. And inhale, arch up, exhale, in cat. Inhale in cow. Exhale, and change your legs. Continue the same with the other leg. And you can begin. And you're liberating the stress in your adrenal glands and allowing what needs to sequence through the nervous system, any stuck energy from past activation, overstimulation. "30 seconds. Now inhale and cow. Stretch your leg back, arch up. Exhale and cat. Bringing your knee to your nose. Inhale again and cow. Arching up, stretching your leg back. And exhale. Come back to the 4 supports, and you can just take a moment to rest in baby pose. Just your forehead on the earth a moment. Long, deep breathing. And come back up onto your knees, and you're going to put your hands forward like this. Yeah. Joining your palms, and you're sitting on your heels, and you're going to go forward. Yeah, just as you inhale, you stretch forward, and exhale. But keeping your chin arched up. Yeah, so you're going to feel the stretch again in the adrenals and the kidneys. Okay, and you can begin. Keeping your chin up so you can feel the stretch in the lower back. Breathing in as you go forward, your chest passing above your hands and back down to your heels. And you can vibrate sat, inhaling, nam, exhaling, keeping your mind focused on the breath and in the movement. This is, of course, what helps us to move into the flow of the mind, body, spirit continuum of just energy and movement. Inhaling sat, exhaling nam. And now inhale, going forward, stretch. Exhale. And you can rest again in baby pose. Long, deep breath. And inhale and come back sitting up on your knees and then sitting on your bottom. Yeah, and you're going to embrace your knees and begin to do this forward back rolls on your spine. Yep, carry on. Yep. Yep. Rocking back and forth. Massaging your whole lower back area. Yeah. And little by little come to a rest. And you're going to lie flat now on your back for the final relaxation before the meditation. So just lie flat on your back, your hands, the palms facing upward for the relaxation. Yeah. Allow your whole body to rest on the earth and just surrender to the force of gravity, enjoying the feeling of being supported by the Pachamama. Your whole skeleton just merging with the earth. Allowing yourself to be supported as you let go and relax. Really soften the muscles and release. Release any bracing, any holding patterns you may still be aware of. Relax and let go. And you can begin to come back, breathing in deep. Bringing your awareness back to your body. Stretching your arms up above your head and back. Moving your ankles, moving your wrists. And gradually doing the movements you need to come back. And come sitting. We'll close with a meditation to enhance your overall sense of empowerment and strength and vitality. Of course, once we've released stress and tension in our nervous system, then our natural capacity to fill with vital energy is enhanced, and we can absorb from everywhere and everything, from the earth, from the water, from the sun, from our interactions with people, with plants, with nature. So we're going to have our hands like this. That is, with your thumb, you're going to hold down the booty, and also this Ravi, these two pinky, and the ring finger, and the other two. Here we have Jupiter and the Saturn finger up forward, yeah? And you're going to do this movement like this, as if you're flapping your wings, yeah? And you're going to be looking to the point, the tip of your nose, and you're doing a very powerful blow to the seventh rib, which is this one here. The arms come up parallel to the earth, and then a very strong blow to the side, yeah? And you can look to the tip of your nose as you do it, yeah? So powerful breath, look into your tip of your nose, breathing in, up and down, and you strong impact to the side. And we begin. And you can begin to do it a bit quicker. Breath accompanies the movement. Yep, that's it. Yeah, flapping your wings. It's time to fly. Now you're free of tension. Yeah, that's it. Powerful, powerful movement, powerful breath. going, keep going. If you feel like stopping, breathe more powerfully and flap your wings more vigorously. It's time to fly. You gotta flap your wings to fly. Begin to breathe out through your mouth now, and you can make a sound like that's it. Out through the mouth. Extending now the tongue. That's it, like the dog breath. Panting. And accelerate the time. Three minutes to go. Give it your best. Vamos, flap your wings, flap, fly, fly, fly. 1 minute to go. And begin to slow your breath, slow the movement. Come to stillness. Breathe in serenity and breathe out serenity. Breathe in peace. Breathe out peace. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. And breathe in unity, consciousness. And breathe out unity. And bring that to your heart center a moment, just allowing yourself to be with the one heart, your heart beating together with all other hearts, in unison, in peace, in love, and in unity. So bring your hands together, and in prayer position we'll close the class, sending out the benefits of our practice today. We send it out for the healing in our world, healing to all, love to all, peace to all. So breathe in deep and we'll chant. Nam. Thank you all for being here today. Be well. Besos, abrazos de Argentina. Gracias por estar y thank you for
Thank you very much.
joining us here in South America and Russia and Ukraine. Wonderful. You're all welcome to come someday. Satnam.
Satnam.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Bianprem. Gracias. Gracias a todo.